Hey everyone, it's Jason with more Wargaming news. Loads of cool stuff to talk about, whether you're a sci-fi, fantasy or historical fan. Or like me, and it's just all of the above. Hopefully I've got something to interest you, so without wasting any more time, let's get into it. So, Wargames Atlantic are going full steam ahead with new releases, previews and sneak peeks. I'm just going to pick out a few that caught my eye. Firstly, we have the Cannon Fodder box set. Is nearing release. It's 28mm grunts that can be combined in various ways, including with the other kits, to suit your needs. I'm thinking this could do really well with Stargrave or any other sort of sci-fi skirmish game. In a previous video, I also showed off the work that they did on the Conquistadors. Now we get to see the previews of the Aztecs. No release date yet, but these could do really well in Warlords of Erewhon's Mythic's game. That's not all though. There's new sets for classic goblins and Chinese for the Boxers Rebellion. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Atomic Mass Games are the producers of Crisis Protocol and Star Wars Legion. It's the latter that I'm going to be focusing on here, with new releases on the horizon. New heroes, warriors and vehicles to add to your games of Star Wars Legion. Who doesn't want that Yoda figure, eh? New Wookiee warriors, which means you can combine them with the previous ones to field an all-Wookiee army. Also, more droids and vehicles. That speeder truck really deserves a conversion to look like Lone Star's ship. Surely, right? CMON have had a shake-up for the miniatures game A Song of Ice and Fire, with updated rules and abilities and points for the existing units, dubbed the Vision in the Flames. But they do also have some new figures on the way, with a new faction in the form of the Greyjoys, with a new starter box and individual unit boxes for them, but also the Freedmen for the Targaryens, Hedge Knights for the Neutrals, Queensmen for the Baratheons, Mormon She-Bears for the Starks, and the R'hllor Lightbringers for the Baratheons. Now, if they could only sort out their stock and distribution issues, we could buy some of this stuff. Victrix have finished sculpting the last of the Norman range and expect them in a month or two. With cavalry and infantry box sets on the way, I'm also expecting some Little Big Men studio transfers for those shields. This could be a really good range. Parabellum Wargames have a new faction for Conquest, the Last Argument of Kings, and it's the Wahudran. They're jungle/wasteland orcs. You can get an army deal or pick and choose from the different units in the original release, with the promise of huge dinosaurs and raptor riders and so much more for the future. But if you only just want a taste, there's also the First Blood box set for their skirmish version. I quite like these, you know. I normally go for humans, but these are very nice. Alright, I have a couple of Kickstarters to mention as well for this week. First up is Bad Squiddo Games, who have the Women of World War II Soviet Russia 28mm miniatures. This will be a week-long campaign, bringing a variety of models for the Red Army, including characters, snipers, SMGs, rifles, and so much more. But the big one for me definitely has to be Mythic Battles Ragnarok from Monolith Games. We have been waiting for this for quite a while. It's a standalone expansion for the Mythic Battles Pantheon game, and it has you battling gods versus gods, using monsters and heroes and soldiers battling in the name of your god, with some huge and awesome miniatures. Pantheon was easily one of my favorite games, and I'll be all over this like a rash. Now, just to find some space on my shelves. Well, that's all this week, but it was a bumper one for sure. So, I'll see you guys on the battlefield.